Hey, and welcome back to the Secret World and Krendar's Adventures Within. And Hodgen's Adventures as well.
Yep. How you doing, folks?
Let's head to Kingsmouth Town, which is a imaginary place that is heavily based on influenced by Stephen King. I think there's a very similarly named city in one of Stephen King's novels, isn't there?
I want to say the
Is it Innsmouth or something?
I think it's Innsmouth, actually. Yeah.
Yeah. I think this is supposed to be like a combination of Kingsport and Innsmouth.
Makes sense. In a sort of twisted, dark way, I guess.
Well, in other words, in a way that's very appropriate to both of those things. So we've come out of Agartha into a wrecked ship in some sort of hills in New England.
Oh, I'm still loading.
Now, I really like some of the NPC text. Like, all the quests are given to you by NPC dialogue with voice acting and little cutscenes, but they're typically interesting. And a lot of them give you a lot of context to the town. Like, some of these NPCs have kind of dark and disturbing backgrounds that you get by hearing them talk.
Okay, now I'm out. Getting the lore.
Yeah, Arkham Avenue, Lovecraft Lane. Yeah, this is going to be great. Very promising.
I still don't have access to the item store.
Oh, for the starter pack that you bought, you mean?
I haven't bought it yet. I need to access to the item store in order to buy it.
Oh, I thought you'd already done that earlier. Okay.
Not
well,
yet.
We can get that set up later. All right. Let's get moving.
Indeed.
Yes. Quite.
Yes.
Rather.
Oh, don't worry, kid. You haven't gone back in time.
Yes.
That just happened to be the last of the cowboys.
Hey, I found Steve Bloom.
Got your southern welcome right here. Mesquite
Steve Bloom is a
Texas
prominent
style.
voice actor in this game.
Good ought to face evil on a full stomach.
He's a prominent voice actor in general.
Name's Boone. I'm a troubleshooter.
I don't actually know if this is him, but it sure sounds like him.
Powwow before you continue your little crusade. You Templars may be taking the high road.
Yeah, it is Steve Bloom.
But just watch you don't get saddle rash from the high horse.
Steve Bloom is the awesome.
Sure,
I like him.
You can be divided in purpose, but we gotta stand united against darkness. This ain't my first rodeo. I know we're gonna need all the unity we can get. Don't mean to say you stepped into hell, but when the wind blows west, you can just about smell the brimstone. All we know is death and fog came from the sea, or someone brought it back with him. And if I was a gambling man, I'd put money on that someone still being around. Bunch of survivors holed up in Kingsmouth Town. Follow that main road and the sound of gunfire, you'll come to the sheriff's office. Kid, whatever your reasons for being here, you find out what those people died for, and you bring a reckoning.
There will be reckonings.
Indeed. Alright.
Okay. How many ability points right now?
Welcome to the...
Press N.
I have 2, yes. So here you can see how the ability wheel is broken up into the 3 sets I was talking about. So over here we got assault rifles. Okay, and as far as the builds work, you can buy it. If you play long enough, you can buy all the abilities of the game, but you can only have 7 active and 7 passive things equipped at a time. So that's how your build comes into things. Okay, let's see. What passives do I have right now? Extra bullet for safety off. So I guess I'm going to be getting either
4 bullets instead of 3.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it
It
built that
doesn't.
into the. No, it doesn't. Yeah, I don't think these things build into the tooltips. So.
No, they don't. So.
And military code. Whenever an enemy dies with your assault rifle resources remaining, you gain a beneficial effect that causes your next assault rifle resource builder to build 1 additional assault rifle resource. So safety off will give you 2 points instead of 1. That's kind of useful. Military code. Okay. And now I can buy something called No Contest whenever you apply Hindered, which I don't currently have a way to do.
Oh, cool.
But
now I have X.
if I ever do get the ability to apply a Hindered debuff to somebody, the next hit you perform cannot be evaded and deals 8% more damage. So that could be really useful, especially later when I get my, I believe I get a sniper shot later with this, with assault rifle. That could be great, along with that. But I would need a way to build Hindered.
I just got access to the item store now.
Okay. Probably because now is when the true game actually begins. Okay, what do I have in my support area? Anima shot. Single target attack that deals 53 damage, and you heal your defensive target for a little bit. For 31 points plus 8% of the damage dealt. Okay, I think I'm going to buy that right now. That looks very useful. I'll move it into slot 5 because I'm in the habit of using slot 5 for my healing abilities in general. Just because of reasons. And I'll sit on the other point for now. Oh, one thing I want to show, though, is decks. Now, decks are basically pre-made builds that you can look at. The game basically shows you a build that the devs are suggesting because it has good synergies in it already. And then if you actually buy all the abilities to complete that deck, then you get a bonus outfit for your character. So
I'm currently accepting all of the items that I just got. So
I'm just going to look through all of the outfits for the viewers at home. And these are different for every faction. I think they're the same names, but the outfits are a little different. They're actually the same decks, though. Polarizer looks kind of like some sort of crazy priest mage thing. It seems to be an elementalism pistols combination.
Sounds about right. Also, by the way, you just noticed me changing into my
I can't
Templar
see
jacket.
you actually. Hold on. What did you do?
Changed into my new Templar jacket.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Crusader looks pretty cool. That's pistols and hammers. Yeah, Exorcist. Gladiator. Magus. Yeah, I like Paladin. That's blades and pistols combo. It's a pretty cool look. Preacher. Yeah. Oh man, Puritan's like. Okay, that looks amazing. The not just the outfit, but the guy's hair and beard and everything in the picture. It's like if you took Hobo with a shotgun and gave him a priestly robe or priestly like jacket over top of a military thing. He looks kind of badass, and he's a shotgun hammer combo, so that might be something for you. That's pretty much what you said you're gonna go for.
Sounds about right, yeah.
Check out the Puritan outfit. You might want to go for that. That looks amazing.
Dex Puritan, you said?
Yeah, Puritan looks awesome.
Let's take a look. As soon as it loads up.
Yeah. Witch Hunter
There
looks
it
pretty
goes.
badass too.
That does look pretty damn cool.
Yeah, the Puritan's awesome.
I probably will focus on Puritan. But let's go ahead and get together with one of the starter ones first, because that's how it starts.
Yeah. Let's see. Rifles and shotguns. Might have to look them over a bit later to see which ones are really good assault rifle ones. In any case. Now, let's see. I need to go look at... oops. Where's the skill screen for the skill points?
Welcome to the...
So I have 2 skill points. Generally, you use these to unlock higher level equipment and you get certain side benefits that are particular to whatever skill tree you're in.
Yep.
So for assault rifle, I get explosive rounds. Each additional hit from assault rifle's abilities increases the number of charges on your target. After 3 seconds, the charges detonate. Okay, so every time I shoot a guy, there's a 3-second delay and then additional damage. The additional damage is pretty small, but it adds up with more skill points and more bullets in the enemy. And the healing. Assault rifle leech effects are 2.85% more powerful. So yeah, I think actually assault rifles might be the gun healer set, if I choose to spec that way at all.
Sounds about right.
I might as well go ahead and throw 1 point into that. Just so I have a little bit of a bonus.
If you look at your feet, you will notice a black cat.
Kitty! Ooh,
It is my...
with
it is
Egyptian
my...
jewelry.
It is my familiar.
Keen.
Increases all damage done by 5% and on non-glancing attacks has a 10% chance to grant me a heal over time effect that will heal me for 10 health every second for 10 seconds.
Nice. That actually basically a vanity pet plus a buff.
Yep.
Cool. Okay, now we've got our speech from Jack Boone here, but he's also got a quest to offer us, so let's listen to see what he has to say about that.
You do that.
Fistful of zombies.
This forest crawls. Get my fingers itching for 2 matters. One, the other, figuring out a way to keep them down. It ain't right the way the dead walk the earth. They deserve their 6 feet, same as everyone else. I've sworn to keeping guard here, and you've got places to be, but nothing's stopping you from culling the herd as you go. Hell, figure out what makes them tick and how to make that ticking stop, and I'll buy you a beer at the apocalypse. So go on, kid, saddle up. The end of the world waits for no man.
Alright, let's shoot some zombies.
Indeed. You shoot, I hammer with a pick.
A pick?
I'm using a miner's pick, look it.
Oh, and it's considered a hammer. That's pretty cool. Actually, that's pretty appropriate, because I think there was actually a mine in this area that shut down, isn't there?
Sounds about right.
Actually, that reminds me... Hold on, before you go anywhere, that reminds me of one thing I wanted to mention that I like about this game as well. The enemy variety given is actually linked into the story of the area in ways that make sense, unlike a lot of games that just throw crap around. Like, at one point, there's going to be a bunch of zombies that are perpetually on fire. And, you know, most games might be like, hey, wouldn't it be cool if we had burning zombies just because? But here they actually explain it, because you find a newspaper clipping explaining some sort of horrific fire where a burning building, a building burnt down while it was full of people. And now it's like they're zombies. So you get all that kind of stuff around. Like every enemy we find, there's a story linked as to why they're here. I like that. Anyway, let's shoot some people.
Alright, over here then. Watch this, watch this. Bam. AoE hate.
Oh, does your AoE do a provoke?
Yeah.
I think your single target debuffs their damage, and then your AoE does a provoke, something like that?
Yeah, it's a weakened state. My smash deals weakened state, and then I have Grand Slam, which if I hit a weakened target, I generate an AoE that deals 17 physical damage, affecting up to 5 enemies in a 5-meter radius around the target.
Yeah, good stuff. Alright, here's my AoE. There we go. There. Okay.
That was done.
Alright, now we can jump on cars to set off their alarms. Hey zombies, we're over here. Come receive your free bullets. Yeah, I got an ability point. Yay. So we have these two different bars at the bottom of the screen. I believe the blue bar is for skill points and the orange bar is for ability points.
Sounds about right.
And they have these cutoff points, I think. I think you have to get a full blue bar to get a skill point, but then you only have to get a third of a bar for the orange to get an ability point.
Yep.
And that's basically how the game progression works.
Mm-hmm.
Since there's no level ups, per se. More. Let's get some honeycombs.
Indeed. Also, you should be letting your tank get the first hit.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. We'll worry about that more when we're not fighting very beginning of the game mobs anymore.
True.
How about that?
True. I'll give you that.
Okay. Now, stay ready by the gas can to ignite it, and I'll jump on the car for the alarm.
Okay. Let me
Go.
know when you're ready. Lead him over.
Alright, lead them over here. Get them on fire.
They're all on fire.
Yay. Quest complete. Or at least step complete.
I is on fire.
You gonna be there, buddy?
I think I'll be fine.
Alright.
It's only gonna be there for a couple more seconds.
Now we need to examine the half-eaten corpse over here someplace.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 25 days later. Kill 25 zombies.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we have jokes and references in achievements. Here's another found quest. Note the dead policeman's hand asks him to get more ammunition and return to the sheriff's office. Policeman obviously can't return. Okay, and it was signed by somebody named Deputy Andy.
Okay, so we each have to have our own ammunition thing for.
Yeah, but there was plenty there.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we're in the area where we need to find our ammo. Or, sorry, find our corpse to examine.
Yep.
You know, that's something else I like about this game is the fact that you think sort of like WoW where they give you a circle on the map telling you your objective's over here somewhere, but then they don't jump up and down and scream about, it's over here, look at me. Once you get into the circle, you have to actually investigate for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, find a half-eaten corpse. Okay, well, there's a bunch of zombies crouched over here, looks like they're eating. Maybe that's where the corpse is. Yep, and here it is. It highlights when you get close enough to it, but it doesn't sparkle from a far distance because investigations are part of this game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not trying to take a shot at WoW there, by the way. It's just that WoW is not the kind of investigative game that this is.
Yo, buddy. Pay attention. Or just die. That works too.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Smackaroonies.
Alright.
Okay, now we need to look for survivors. Let's have a little run over here. It's time to go meet Deputy Andy.
Indeed. You got a friend.
Not for long. So those guys are gonna shoot him.
Mm-hmm. Alright, now we can send our report for reaching.
Ah, yes. Need a cell phone report. And here we can get a better weapon. Or, alternatively, one could choose to just get a different weapon, because you can equip 2 different weapons at once, which is... You don't have to swap between your weapons, it's just having them equipped lets you do the skills for each skill set.
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, right now, Majin said he was probably going to do hammers and shotguns, so he could choose to take his shotgun now if he wanted, or he could choose to just get a hammer that's better than the hammer he's got already. Either way...
Except there's... Oh, the shotgun's there. Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I can't find the shotgun.
I am personally going to choose to get a better rifle at the moment. Because I haven't decided what my secondary skill set's going to be yet.
Well, none of these are actually useful to me because I've got, like, the awesome upgrade stuff and such.
That is true, because you bought your starter pack.
Mm-hmm. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and dismantle.
Oh, hang on. there we go. Let's disable the dex system for now, so it's not giving me suggestions anymore. Oh, we also have these 3 miscellaneous categories that aren't related to the weapon sets, which do generic things like give you taunts, give you survivalism. They're very expensive, though. Everything in these categories costs a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm not going to go into that right now. Okay. I can improve my enema shot if I want to. Or...
Oh, I've got 5 AP that I need to spend now. Whoopsie.
Yeah, I've got 3. I can't buy my 5th ability Trigger Happy, though, because I have to buy the 4th ability first. Which is the one that gives me bonuses when characters are hindered, but I don't have anything that can hinder people yet.
Mm-hmm.
So if I bought that right now, it would really just be a step to getting to Trigger Happy. Yeah, it seems like Assault Rifles has a few things that get bonuses on things that are hindered. So I may need to take something that applies hindered things. Unless you're taking that.
Mine's all weakening and such.
Right, but for your secondary. If you take something secondary that applies hindered to things, then I don't need to take that. But if you don't, then I do need to take that.
I don't have anything that could do that, though, is the thing. So.
Well, at the moment. But neither do I. I'm just looking ahead.
Yeah. My best thing at this point is Shockwave, which will give me which will affect targets impaired.
Yeah.
But that's not for quite a while.
Okay. Let me take a look at what I might do to get some of this stuff. Looks like some of the shotgun stuff does wicked. Actually, you might like this one here. There's early shotgun abilities that will apply weakened to people in a AOE.
Yeah.
You might like that. And then Kneecapper does hindered.
Yep.
Which could help for me, but it's like one of the last ones.
Yep.
Not a lot of hindering happening here, so let's take a look at other sets. What do we have in Blades? Blades does stuff like impaired. Claws does afflicted. Blood magic does afflicted. What does chaos do? Chaos doesn't really apply stuff. Where does impaired or hindered come from?
Hindered comes from
Mostly
a lot
shotguns.
of a lot also from hammers. But that's mainly their their high level abilities and such.
Yeah. Well, I think for now I might not worry about it too much.
Yeah, don't worry about it for now.
Okay. I gotta take no contest, even though it doesn't do anything to help me right now, but I need it to get to the next ability anyway.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty much what I just did.
Okay, let's go to the roof first.
Yep.
So we can give the ammo to Deputy
Andy. And get his quests as well.
Yeah, and then have a nice little chat with him. He's one of our dark past people in this area.
Spooked the heck out of me. And I figured I was fresh out of scares.
Now we send the report.
And now we have a choice of some type of money we can get.
No, it's not a choice. It's automatic.
Actually, no, it's both of them. It seemed like a choice because one of them was highlighted. Anyways, one of them is called Pax Romana, which is the basic money of the game. And then the other one is something called a sequin, which is used for like a special quartermaster later.
We'll show you the quartermaster when we actually get to it.
Yeah, it's a little bit like if you've played World of Warcraft, they have the special quartermaster NPCs that have special types of currency that they take. It's one of those types of things.
Mm-hmm. All right, so...
I'm going to go talk to Andy now here.
Yep. Grab
So
his
we'll need
first...
some quiet for a minute. Elm Street Blues.
Jeez, you never saw anything like this in the cop shows. Well, maybe on cable, not the network ones. You wouldn't know it from looking out there, but before that wicked bad fog rolled in, Kingsmouth was a sleepy little burg.
Wicked bad
Nothing
fog.
stronger on the streets than a hot cup of coffee and chocolate glazed donuts from Susie's. The occasional DUI or domestic disturbance. Human sacrifice. But every town has a dark side, right? We sure are getting a heaped help in the darkness now, eh? The Walking Dead and worse besides taking over our town. Us survivors hold up in here, hoping it's all just a bad dream and we'll wake up to the smell of bacon and maple syrup. But unless someone ups and does something, and soon, all we're gonna wake up to is the smell of rotten flesh. And I don't need another thing to remind me of my dad. Halloween does bring back the memories, eh?
Just casually drops in a reference to the fact that the town engaged in human sacrifice long before any of this nonsense happened. And then drops a comment about how the smell of rotten flesh reminds him of his dad.
Stay safe.
That's not creepy at all.
Yeah, like I said, a little bit of a hints of a dark past of this town. Little bit of hint of Stephen King right there.
Just a little bit.
So he wants us to help kill zombies.
You go again?
What? The hell?
Hang on. What?
Oh, sounds like some roommate troubles happening over there.
Namaste.
Okay, while we're waiting for him, I'm going to look up Zen and the Art of Weapon Maintenance.
I apologize for that, most people. We may want to go to an episode.
Okie dokie, it's about that time anyway.